All right. Ladies and gentlemen, magical beings of all realms, ages, dimensions, universes, galaxies, and realities, welcome back to the Divine Den. You'll see that the green room, we the aliens, we do more than guide you. And today we come out of the pocket dimension to bring you your galactic messages. Ladies and gentlemen, we do not own the copyrights to any of the music you hear in the background, any of the audio you hear in the background, or any of the branding that you see in the background or in the front of the house. We do not own any of the copyrights to any of your belief systems, any of your inner demons, your triggers, your traumas, your decision making, your insecurities, and all that good cushion alcohol. We're just here to make you think twice. I'm not a reader, I'm a healer. And with that said, Divine, Shiva Shimbo, I go, Divine, thank you for everything that we have and everything that we do not have, for we do not need it at this moment in time, Divine. Thank you for everything that you have done, will do, and don't do. I said do. We come to you, Divine, with the utmost greatest of the gratitude, unconditional love, understanding, understanding. We come to you, Divine, with the things that are out of our control in this third dimensional density. For the only thing that we can control in this third dimensional density is the way that we respond, right? The way that we respond and the way that we react. All beings are loving light that would do no harm to us and unto us. Please make yourself present, allow everybody to get all the guidance, healing, and answers that they need. All beings are loving light that would do no harm to us and unto us. Please protect my audience from any evil eyes and my collective from any evil eyes, the energy police, low vibrational frequencies, energies, entities, and all that good cushion alcohol, and allow the enemy to know that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. And with that said, what's up, guys? We're back for more. Can't get rid of me. So let's see what the archangels have for you. We're going to get the overall message from the archangels. What do you guys need to know? So let's see. I feel like I gotta clean my lips anyway. Oh, but what? Neighborhood's going crazy. Shit. And I guess because my block is all fucked up, we coming straight to you today, directly from the dimension of the upside down. So, let's see. Since my whole block is all having electrical issues, we come straight to you from the upside down. Shit, don't be surprised if they really doing some shit. Fucking with the EMPs and playing with them and shit. Seeing if they work in the public. Don't work on us. But let's see. Let's hear from your archangels. No, we just need one. We just need one. Now's not the right time. Not the right time is your overall message, collective. And whatever you've been waiting for, the justice, whether this is justice, whether this is career, love, personal shit, now is not the right time. I'm doing high vibrational stuff, so I'm here for it. Oh, and PSA: if you're coming in here to do what is called, what the humans like to call trolling, you're getting blocked. You're getting put on timeout immediately. I don't got time for it. As such, it says what we're doing in the title, a collective read. Do you guys come into other collective reads to the other people? Do you curse them out? Do you call them niggers? Hmm? Do you call them low vibrate? Do you do that low vibrational shit that you do here? No, I think we just attract all the demons. God bless you too. You too. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy because we are living in dangerous times, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in dangerous times of uncertainty where they are trying to erase authenticity, when they're trying to erase authentication or authentication. So that if they feel that you oppose them and things of that nature, they will come for you too. No, that's great. Then you help you. That's great. I'm not here to help. I'm here to guide. And you can take this guidance or you can leave. If you don't like what the chef is cooking in the restaurant, then get out of the restaurant. Plain and simple. It ain't gonna stop me from my mission. I ain't from here. I'm in your reality. I ain't from your reality. Hello. We on a mission. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You feel me? If you must know, we're doing galactic federational stuff here by helping the public, like the star seeds, not the humans, not the humans, the star seeds, the light workers. That's who I'm here for. If you're human and you want to do low vibrational stuff, like make fun of us here and make fun of what we look like and shit like that, we don't personally give a fuck. So it's not gonna work. You're just gonna get put on timeout because unfortunately I don't know how to block you here. So it really doesn't matter to me. I don't take this personally. You shouldn't take this personally either. You feel me? If you drink, we're just here to lead you to the water. We cannot force you to drink it, ladies and gentlemen. And do not shoot this messenger, for this messenger reflects back. Again, do not shoot this messenger because this messenger reflects back. God does the shooting. My ancestors do the shooting. My angels and my demons, who I'm protected by, everything, something older than all of you, do the shooting. So, I'm not here for the distractions today. You understand me? And so, with that said, again, collective, the overall message is not the right time. Why? Because whatever you've been waiting for right now is probably and is exactly being woven behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, just because it's yours in the fifth dimension, you need to do the practical work. And that means you must do the hard work in person, in your life, in your human experience, in order to bring it to your reality so it can manifest, right? People just be like, God, I want a tree, and they expect a tree tomorrow. No, you have to go buy the seeds. You have to plant the tree, right? You have to plant the seed, water the tree, give love to the tree, right? Give love to the seed, plant the seed, feed the seed, make sure the seed gets a lot of sun, correct? But that's the problem nowadays, ladies and gentlemen. It's not just with what's happening in your government. It's not just what's happening with your US president. It's happening around how people view what God and who God is. People pray for what they want instead of for what they need. And that's a problem. They rather sit blindly and comfortably in chaos and darkness because they're comfortable there, because they're afraid of what they don't understand, and they rather, you feel me? They rather go with the rest of the flow because it looks easy or it is easy, than go against the grain and become something very, very, yes, God is very real. God is felt, not seen. The only way that you can see God is through its, his or hers, respectfully, favorite instruments or instruments, period. A lot of people don't understand that. They're waiting for a person. They're waiting for a person to come because of the acronym that the GOD stands for: generator, operator, destroyer. Aren't we all generators? Aren't we all operators? Aren't we all destroyers with our tongue, our brains, right? The way we think, what we see, what we say. You feel me? That's why ye are gods too, because you guys have the same consciousness, the same power to create. You're not the source, you're the resource. You're co-creators, demigods. God is very real. And again, God is felt, not seen. God is in everything. God is in you. God is in me. That's why it's stated. Again, that's why it's stated. The kingdom is within you, not outside of you. And they try to teach you that the kingdom is outside of you when God is in you the whole time. God is in everything. And the closest frequency you can get to God is through love, ladies and gentlemen, by loving yourself. All right? Because when you love yourself and you master yourself, you have enough love and respect to give out to love thy neighbor too. That's what that means. And all that means is you have enough love and respect and understanding to respect and understand where your neighbor is on their side of their journey in their life experience. We are supposed to uplift each other, especially in a time that's right now, that's uncertain, where everybody can get it. But unfortunately, the humans teach you to tear each other apart. That's why that's why religion is a brand. But we're not going to get into that. I'm here for the messages today. But just know, religion is not what it used to be. Religion used to be something of an ancient practice, like magikal, like the ancient practice of magic. And yet, over time, humans do what humans do best. They try to control everything, and when they can't control it, they unalive it, or they bury it, or they brainwash it, or brainwash the public to make sure that they don't remember it, and they lie to your faces. So, again, collective, you guys been waiting for your manifestations, that job, that money, that lover, right? That friend, that opportunity. And it hasn't shown up yet because now is not the right time. Maybe there are some things that need to be rearranged, right? Adjustments are required, right? And all that means, ladies and gentlemen, it may be time to let go of old people, places, and things and mindsets that are holding you back, not blocking you, but delaying you. There are no such thing as blockages, the same way there's no such thing as losses down here. The only thing that's down here, ladies and gentlemen, on this earthly plane, in this earthly realm, is lessons and blessings. Remember, it's all the way you perceive it. Hi, what's up? So, I feel like you've been asking your angels, well, where's it? Where is it at? Where's my stuff? It's not fair. Oh, yeah. Remember, God doesn't listen to "I want to read." God doesn't listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth, because God is frequency. It listens to the life force energy and the intentions behind that life force energy that you are putting out into this experience. So, if you do, for example, if you do not love yourself, right? And you do not respect yourself, but you want somebody that's going to love you and respect you, all you're going to get through is a projection through people, places, and things. People who don't love themselves, that don't respect themselves. So how the fuck are they going to love you? How the fuck are they going to respect you if if they don't respect themselves? This is how people keep getting the same energy in different people, different situations, different things, getting the same results. So it's time for a little tweakage. You understand? And that can just be by doing something different, ending something, stop doing something, start doing something, right? We've been here for a while now, and a lot of you guys have been pouring love into yourselves instead of giving it out to the rest of the world who doesn't give it back in return. You are beginning to put it into yourself. You're beginning to pour into yourself. And when you pour into yourself and you give yourself that love, that exposure, that dedication, that commitment, right? That trust, you begin to what they call glow. People hear the word glow up and they think it's because you got money now, or you look different, and you have this and you have all this material stuff and all material crap and all that other shit. When the truth is, the real glow up is because you've been pouring into yourself. A lot of people don't understand that because they're so wrapped up in this material world, right? The bottom of the tools is perfect timing. So everything that you've been waiting for is coming in the perfect timing, collective. But remember, a little tweakage needs to be dealt with. I want to get from your galactic guides straight out the. Nah, I'm up when the rest of the world is sleeping. I got work to do. I have a collective to guide. Even when I go to sleep in the astral planes, I still got work to do. So while the rest of the humans, the rest of the world are sleeping, I'm up during the divine hours. They're not the witching hours, they're actually the divination hours, the divine hours, the godly hours. And I'm working, doing this, using the gifts that God has given me to not just help myself and master myself first, but to help others do the same for themselves. Because I am a golden child. I'm not a black sheep. All sheep go to slaughter anyway, no matter the color of wool. I'm a golden child. Jesus is not God. If you really want to know the truth, Jesus had crystalline consciousness, which became, and he became a direct conduit to the source. So even though people looked at him as a God, Jesus, well, first of all, Yahshua, because there is no Jesus, but that's for another time. Yahshua was a direct resource to the source because he did the inner work. He learned the truth. And then when he tried to teach it to everybody in Egypt, and then the Europeans came, they unalived him, they murdered him. And then they took his work and gave you who you know as Esau, Jesus Christ. I mean, like, you could believe whatever you want, sir. I'm not here to judge you or whatever. The humans are already doing that when they have no judgment here. Yeah, I'm just here to tell the truth and be on my way, sir. You don't have to believe me. I could care less if you believe me or not. I'm just here to sprinkle truth. I'm just here to sprinkle stardust and be on my way. I can lead you to the water, yet I cannot force you to drink it. And everything that I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, you can go look up because it is very real and it is very out there. It is the time of the great awareness, not the time of the great awakening. It is the time of the great awareness. We have already awoken. Hello. No. Confess what? Again, would you like me to tell the truth? I will always tell the truth. But some people cannot handle the truth. And again, what I believe doesn't matter. I'll tell you what I believe if it makes you feel any better. I believe that anything and everything is possible here in this realm because we don't know. Were you there? No, you weren't. None of us were. So how can we know? So all we know is what we've been taught, and what we've been taught is a lie. And it's being found out today that everything that we've been taught is a lie. So what is the truth? You got to take everything with a grain of salt. You must trust what you feel. But yes, the truth is there was no Jesus Christ. The person they teach you is Jesus Christ is the European savior who was unaliving brown-skinned people, right? Because they were calling them the devil because they had the melatonin that is called 666. So, and mind you, when you do your science or your physics, it equals to 6 protons, right? 6 electrons, 6 whatever. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the truth. I do have ancient knowledge, and I do my research. So you can believe what you want to believe, sir. I'm not here to come for your belief system. I don't own the copyrights to your belief system. I personally don't give a fuck. I'm just here to tell the truth. So, again, Jesus is not God. Yahshua wasn't God either. He was looked at as a God because he was a direct conduit to the source. How did I know I was chosen? Because, and the truth is, I'll read. Would you like to know about the chosen? Because I have the research on it. Because being chosen is not because God said you're my favorite. No, it's about readiness and alignment. That means you have to go through the downs, meaning that this universe, this world, this human experience will throw illusion in your face, and it's here to break you down soul-wise and spirit-wise. Yet when you overcome those things, you can either let it make you or break you. It made me who I am. It turned me into the person that I am today. I've been through the most hardest shit in my life. No lies. And I was chosen because I came out the other side stronger than ever. Being chosen is not because God said, I pick you, you're my favorite. And being chosen does not guarantee salvation. I will. It is my honor to teach. That's what I'm here for, because Earth is a school, ladies and gentlemen. People will try and teach you that it is a hell. And the truth is, Earth is a school. It is a spirit school for the soul. So we can know how to get back to the source, the creator, and that is through love. It is my honor to teach. I'm also here to learn too. I'm down here having the human experience. It's not my first go around. It won't be my last. I've been here for 1,000 years. I've been here over 1,000 times. I've lived 1,000 lives. And that's very true. The 144, the chosen, the anointed. First, we're going to discuss the biblical and scriptural origins. The number 144,000 appears explicitly in Revelation 7 and Revelation 14. Here are some key points and beliefs. The 144,000 are described as sealed servants of God. They come from 12 tribes of Israel, 12,000 from each tribe. They are marked or sealed on the forehead, described as spiritually pure, disciplined, and aligned with divine will. Again, the 144,000 are described as sealed servants of God. They come from the 12 tribes of Israel, 12,000 from each tribe. They are marked or sealed on the forehead, described as spiritually pure, disciplined, and aligned with divine will. This is the biblical and scriptural origin of the chosen, of the 144, the activated or the anointed. Now we're going to talk about the math symbolism. The math symbolism: 12 times 12 times 1,000 equals 144,000. The number 12 equals divine governance and cosmic order. Again, the number 12 equals divine governance and cosmic order. That's the laws of the universe that they do not teach anybody. You have to go look that up and go learn on your own, unfortunately. They teach you the man-made laws are more important. No, we must respect man-made laws and follow man-made laws, because if you don't, you see what they do to everybody, right? Yet you must abide and obey by the universal laws, the cosmic order, all 12 laws. And the first law is the law of divine oneness, which unfortunately everybody does not care to learn for, because do you see the way they treat each other? You see the way they treat each other? The humans treat each other disgustingly, even though they're part of the same source. The number 1,000 equals fullness, completion, and magnitude, right? Aren't we here to master ourselves, making us full, right? Aren't we striving for completion? For example, don't you see these people with a whole bunch of money and still and have all the riches and all that they want, and they still feel empty inside because they don't have completion. They're not fullness. They're not full. Don't we go through the magnitude of this human experience that they call trials and tribulations? So again, the number 12 equals divine governance and cosmic order. The number 1,000 equals fullness, completion, and magnitude. So even in scripture, this number is highly symbolic, not just casual math. Again, even in your scriptures, this number is symbolic, and they try to teach you that that religion doesn't do symbols. It's not symbolic, and they don't do rituals with symbols and sigils, and that's not true. They do. If you do your research, you'll find that it's linked that Christians used to do ritual stuff with numbers and sigils and symbols. And they did it behind closed doors and told the public something different, just like they're doing today. But now it's just in front of your face. Can you tell the difference between AI and reality? So again, even in scripture, this number is highly symbolic, not just casual math. Now we're going to talk about the esoteric and the mystical interpretations of the 144. The 144 outside literal theology takes on a deeper metaphysical meaning, like sacred geometry and frequency. And this is what this place is made up of, ladies and gentlemen: frequency, vibration, density, energy, numbers and codes, and those codes being not just 00101110. Those codes are actually symbolic sigils, symbols. The 144 is connected to light grids, harmonic resonance, and crystalline consciousness. And crystalline consciousness is what's originally called, because you know it now, as Christ consciousness. What you know now as Christ consciousness, ladies and gentlemen, is originally called crystalline consciousness. The same way that they don't teach you that our ancestors truly come from the stars. And they had to migrate to different galaxies and sectors of this solar system, of this reality. Again, the 144 is connected to light grids, harmonic resonance, and crystalline consciousness. Some traditions also linked this to, as well as believed, this is connected to DNA activation metaphors. That means that some of us have the DNA coding and metaphors to speak and activate the slumbering demigod, or the slumbering god and goddess, demigod, demigoddess. That is you. Why do you think it is stated, ye are gods too? Because you have the power to create your reality. But you can only do this with pure intent and high frequency energy. The same way that this DNA coding and the divine can be accessed by El Om Ram Wa. Again, some traditions also link this to, as well as believe this is connected to DNA activation metaphors, higher dimensional awareness, and planetary guardianship. In this view of the chosen states, they aren't picked by favoritism. Again, being chosen does not mean you are picked by favoritism, but by alignment and readiness. As well as others' beliefs and respected traditions, what the 144 is not, the 144 is not a guarantee of salvation. So if anybody tells you that they're chosen and they're guaranteed into going to heaven, because heaven is a state of mind, not an actual place, they're lying to you. This is why I state God doesn't listen to, oh, I want a tree, God, give me a tree. It listens to the vibration and the frequency of your energetic life force. God responds to progress, inner work. God doesn't give a fuck about the external work. Why? Meaning about the external things. Why? Because externally, everybody lies to everybody. That's what humans do, because they have something to hide from each other. Humans like to control things. Don't you see? It's happening right now as we speak. All humans love is money, power, control, and they do it with fear. They know the truth. They know that energy is very real. They know this place is made up of energy, but they won't tell you. The same way they stole this planet from you. They stole this place from you. Did you know that the Homo sapiens were originally brown? And everybody, including the white people, the Europeans, have that Y chromosome that makes them brown. But they won't tell you that. They going around telling everybody the brown people came here after the white people. And the white people came in the 1600s because the Homo sapiens who were brown migrated to other tribes, other places, other spaces. You don't think that they were going to fall in love? Hmm? You don't think humans connect to humans, whether you're a man or a woman, whether men like men, whether women like women, whether men like women? Humans connect to humans. Again, what the 144 is not. The 144 is not a guarantee of salvation. The 144 is not radical or genetic superiority. The 144 is not a fixed club with a membership list, and they aren't about control or hierarchy. Every grounded tradition warns against ego identification with the concept. And this is what you have, ladies and gentlemen, a bunch of humans running around with their ego out, or what I say is with their dick out, talking about my dick is bigger than yours. No, my dick is bigger than yours. The same thing with religion. My brand, all religion is, ladies and gentlemen, is a brand. They're all talking about the same divine God from a different perspective and a different perception. But the humans got the other humans believing, oh no, you're wrong because this is right. No, you're wrong because this is right. No, wait, both of you are wrong because this is right. And it's all the same shit because they're all full of shit. So, collective, whatever you're waiting for, things must change first. I don't have a problem. What is your problem? See, look, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they like to do. They like to come in here and project their energy onto me. But they don't understand that I'm a mirror. So I don't personally feel any type of way. Whatever they say, ladies and gentlemen, that's them, not me, because I don't personally know you guys. I personally don't have an issue. I'm very taken care of by God in the universe, very protected by all beings, seen and unseen, known and unknown, heard and unheard. So I'm chilling. See, look, and that's due to the limitations that they've been taught. It doesn't fucking matter because God loves unconditionally. It's a frequency, it's a love frequency, a frequency of unconditional love. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, that's what the humans teach you. The humans teach you this is what it is because we said so. And if you go against what we say, we will punish you. And that's not true. That's not fair. It's bias. You see, look, I'm a liar. I'm a liar, and that's because of the program that they've been taught, ladies and gentlemen. You could call me whatever you please. I could care less. I know the truth. The truth hurts, doesn't it? It's why they say you can't handle the truth. So what you're calling me doesn't matter to me. It's irrelevant because you're just shouting programming, right? Because you grew up around church, right? So since you grew up around church, let's ask you a question, all my church people, right? Because I've been to church and I see how they praise the God. I see how they praise the source. And if we are source's children, why do we have to pay to see our Father? Hmm? Because what? Oh, it's because it's tyrants, it's this, that, and that. No, 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 no. You have to pay to see your dad? They're full of shit. And they teach you that you're full of shit. And then when they find out, when the Christians find out, or the religious people find out that yeah, what they've been taught is not totally a lie, but it's been misconceived and misinterpreted. Now they turn to atheism. And you know what atheism is, right? It's just people who are mad and upset that what they've been taught their whole lives doesn't exist and it's been misinterpreted. But you see, this is what humans do, ladies and gentlemen. They look for somebody to blame. They look to point fingers because they don't want to take accountability for their own actions. The same way they be like, the devil made me do it. It's just a frequency. You know what you were doing, and you felt like it was the right thing to do until the consequences came, right? For every action is a reaction. For every reaction is a consequence. That's the cosmic order. See, are you triggered, sir? Are you triggered, ma'am? Because I know a little bit more than you? Again, I don't take this personally. I'm here to tell the truth and be on my way. I sleep well at night. You're out here cussing me out like I said there is no God. I didn't say that. I'm talking about the source of all sources, the frequency. Because whether you believe it or not, there are other gods here too, and other goddesses here too. The same way all angels are not good angels, all demons are not bad demons, and all gods don't know everything. But see, this is a frequency you're not ready for. Because if you were truly ready, you have an open mind and you would listen to understand, you would listen to hear instead of listen to respond. Bec- Because all you're responding to is the programming that you've been taught your whole life. The box that they keep you in, the cage that they keep you in, the limited mindset that they teach you. And now you're going to make fun of me. Is this supposed to hurt my feelings? Again, I don't take this personal. So I'm just here to tell the truth and be on my way. Mm-hmm. Why? Because I'm breaking down your defense mechanism? So now you have to revert to calling names, right? To try and attack, what is it called? My security, because I'm not insecure, because I don't do the human rules, because I transcend this reality, because I'm different, because I'm misunderstood. And this is what humans do, ladies and gentlemen. Humans like to label what they misunderstand, what they do not understand. They like to make fun of, they like to label, all right? Because I have no label. I am no label. I am that I am, and I am here. You see, you troll people. Because my life is shit. See, look, and they have no choice but to tell the truth on themselves. Misery loves company, ladies and gentlemen. Just because your life is shit doesn't mean you have to make my life shit. See, if I was on that same low vibrational frequency as you, I would feel a type of way, right? I would feed that negative energy. Yet I'm not in that low vibrational frequency. I could care less. And I'm not absorbing that. I'm observing because I learned to observe, don't absorb. You see? And this is what they like to do. This is what the humans like to do. When they find somebody different, they like to make fun of them, right? Because they think perfection is real when we're all perfectly imperfect, and that's what makes us different. So, by all means, show the world what humans do. You're not harming me. I don't feel a type of way. All you're showing the rest of the world how horrible the humanity is and how horrible humanity has become. Time and time again, when it's time for change, this is what you people do because you're afraid of change. So you rather live in a lie and be miserable and get people to be miserable with you and be in a lie. You don't have to apologize to me, sir. I don't care. You're not hurting my feelings. You're not making fun of me. You're making fun of God. I don't do this personally. I've been hired by your frequency, by your God. I'm here for a friend. And me and God are like this for infinity. So you're not hurting my feelings. You're not making a fool out of me. You're making a fool out of you in front of God. Because I'm just a higher vibrational reflection of you. You think I care what people think of me? No, I don't. I've been called everything in the book. You think I care about what people say about me? No, I've experienced it all. I know what it's like to have a silver spoon and a gold spoon and a galactic spoon in my mouth. I know what it's like to get spoiled and have everything that I've ever asked for. And I also know what it's like to not even have a pot to piss in and sleep behind garbage cans. Hmm? And sleep in the streets and eat out of the garbage because I was homeless twice and sleep in the woods. So it don't bother me. I have everything that I have because of the grace of God. So you're not hurting my feelings. You're not dissing me. I'm secure in myself. I made it to heaven on earth. Have you? I made it to Lumeria. Have you? Exactly. Namaste Ram. Because in that trauma, it molded me. It created me. It evolved me into the person that you see today. It didn't break me like it broke not all of you, but all of you. Frequency doesn't lie. Humans do. So by all means, call me what you want. Call me gay. I know I like pussy. Call me big head. I know I have a whole bunch of knowledge that you cannot find in a book or find over the internet. Call me big nose, because that's how God made me. Because in God's eyes, in God's frequency, I'm perfectly imperfect. And that's what makes me different from the rest of you. You see? And that's what they do, ladies and gentlemen. They project. They don't know God. You don't know God. Because God has a dark sense of humor, right? So much light, there has to be darkness. And it's in his humor. It's in her humor. It's in its humor. Like, for example, can I? May I? Yeah. Like, for example, NBR. For example, you've been taught your whole life that God is a person, to seek external validation. And every time that you seek external validation, the only person that gets hurt and used and abused is you. But you're afraid to seek internal validation because you don't know who you are at the core, at the soul, at the spirit. That's why you're lost. Or you wouldn't be here making fun of me because you don't know God. Because you don't know you. And you know what they say, ladies and gentlemen? He who knows thyself knows God. All right? He who loves thyself loves God. But you don't love God because you don't love yourself. And that's something personal for you. That ain't got shit to do with me. Again, we don't own the copyrights to your triggers, your traumas, your insecurities, your decision making, or your belief system. We're just here to make you think twice. We're just here to lead you to the water. Can't force you to drink it. But we can drop these little tools as a trinket. You see, now he changed his frequency. Well, stop being everything in the book so people won't call you everything in the book. I don't call myself everything in the book. People call me everything in the book because people try to label me when I'm unlabeled. People try to put a label on what's misunderstood because people are afraid of what they don't understand, all right? Because people are afraid of change. And that's a you problem, not an us problem, a you problem. So, before you judge a book by its cover, maybe you should read the pages first. Maybe you should open the book first. Because even salt looks like sugar and all that glitters isn't gold. But you're learning that right now, aren't you, NBR? Right? We love you. Go love yourself. You deserve it. You get used and abused by everybody all the time, right? Because they don't love you. They love what you do for them. But then you question when you lay up at night and you pray to God, all right? And you pray to the angels. You pray to us. Why am I not good enough when the whole time you are? You will always be good enough to the right people. Just got to get out of your own way. Now, collective, see? One day you'll get it. One day you'll understand. Just today's not that day. So since you want to be the star of the show because you feel like you're more important, we'll show you just how important you are. So, collective, let's see. Let's hear from your galactic guides. What do we have for you? What do we have for you? What do we have? What do we have? What do we have for you? And the archangels, again, collective, are here to tell you what you're waiting for. Now's not the right time. Some things need to be tweaked. Some mindsets need to be dropped. Some people, places, and things need to be dropped too. And we're not saying that you're not doing that. Some of you are doing that perfectly because everybody's on different timelines having the same experience. There's some that have already walked away from people, places, and things and mindsets that are not serving them, that they're outgrowing. And it brought in your manifestations even faster, even quicker. Some of you are being guided to do so. And then there are those that are at the bottom that are ignoring the signs because they need to see it to believe it. When already, ladies and gentlemen, we have already shifted into the fifth dimension where it's about energy, frequency, vibration. It's about your mert. It's not about how much money you have anymore. It's not about what car you own, how big your house is. Because at the end all be all, those are not going to fit or fill the hole that's in your heart. And see, look, ladies and gentlemen, here they go with the threats. Here they go with the threats. You see this? You see this? They do it all the time. And watch, when we get back on TikTok, they're going to do it again. But we see, Mr. Inky. We see. Don't worry about it. I'm talking in general. If you feel like I'm talking to you, then that's personal for you, not for me. That's a you problem. And I'm done entertaining this low vibrational conversation because it's like talking to a wall. Well, we know that you go through everything and all this other. No, turn around and put your hands behind your back, Mr. Inky. What? What? It's just hurting people. That's all they do. That's all humans know. I'm miserable, so I'm going to hurt everybody else because I want everybody to hurt too. It's not fair. Going to get what? I'm talking about the truth. I speak truth to power, sir. So are you threatening me? When I did nothing wrong to you, you're the one who came over here calling me all types of slurs and making fun of me. You're the one that came for us when nobody sent for you. And now that we were telling you and giving you personal guidance that you needed for yourself, Now you're threatening to kill me? What type of shit is this? I do know God. And God doesn't like ugly. And I'm not being ugly. You're being the ugly one. I'm best friends with God. And I'm tired of hiding it. I come here every 1,000 years on vacation. How are you going to tell me what I have and haven't experienced? What I do and do not know? You don't even know me. And I don't even know you. But God tells me everything about all of you. God shows me everything about all of you. No, it's not demonic. See? What you call demonic is what you've been taught because you humans been taught backwards. And that's not a me thing. That's a you thing. That's your programming. I'm just here to deprogram the programming. That's it. Believe what you want. Again, I'm not here to force you to believe anything. I'm just here to make you think twice and be on my way. I'm here to lead you to the water, can't force you to drink it, and be on my merry way. See how they're all coming in here? Because that's what humans do. They see me as different. They can't label me. So they make fun of me instead. That's what society has taught you to do as a defense mechanism. Because humans are afraid of what they don't understand. And I'm something that you don't understand. I'm someone that cannot be labeled. So instead, you make fun of me, right? Instead, you call me all types of this to try and hurt my feelings, to try to make me feel insecure. There's something wrong with you humans. There really is. You guys don't know unity. You guys don't know to uplift another. All you know is competition, right? To be better than another, to one up each other, right? And if they have what you feel like you deserve, you take them out, right? That's what humans do. Thank God I'm not a fucking human. You nasty parasites. Well, readings, you know what readings stem from, right? It's not the cards. They call them readings because they use cards like books. Did you know that the real thing of reading has everything to do with energy and how there are beings down here that can read between the lines because they can read energy, such as myself? Hmm. But you don't know that because that's what your government hides from you. Because they all want you and programmed and against each other. They don't want you to know that your belief creates your reality. Hello, that's why they tell you to believe in something outside of yourself. That's why your society teaches you and your government system teaches you to seek external validation ever since you get here. Why do you think children can manifest the blink of an eye and the snap of a finger until they hit school and then they get taught to not believe in themselves? And then poof, they wind up like you. All right? Programmed by the world. This is what you should do. This is the way that you should go because everybody's doing it. You want to be successful, right? Then you must follow the programming, right? Get the job that's so time consuming and you can't be for yourself and you work your body to death and you end up in an early grave, right? Because as long as you're making them money, meaning as long as they're getting paid off of your tax payments, they don't care about you. Hmm? For example, when you're sick like a dog and you can't move, what do? They have no problem firing you, even though you're the best worker there. And trust me, I know. I've worked 5 years in cashiering and customer service. They don't care about you. All they care about is that you come in and you get the job done. Or they're going to fire you and find somebody else that can do your job. But you see, this is where they get confused because sometimes it is you who makes that establishment friendly, that makes the people want to return. They don't return because they like the service. They return because they like your service. But hey, follow the system, right? Right? That's the human way. In the system, we trust. Right? Didn't all of you just lose your jobs a couple of months ago? Couple of months ago? Right? And what do I mean by lose your jobs? You still had to go to work and not get paid? So they don't care about you, or they would have paid you. Didn't they just stop? Didn't they a couple of months ago go right? Go into a recession and close the economy and shit? Right? So people weren't getting governmental benefits and they didn't care about us. They didn't care if we starved to death, if our children starved to death, if you had WIC or not, right? How can you get Infamil, right? They didn't give two fucks. But in the system we trust, right? But alas, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just an ugly, mega mind, big nosed gay person, right? So, anyway, it's going to be all fun and games until they hit your power grid. It's going to be all fun and games until once they get the immigrants out of here. And it's not even about the immigrants, it's about them invoking martial law in front of your face. And then when they're ready, they'll tell the public this is what it is because they did the practice already. Right. Same thing with how you guys are the lab rats to new vaccines and infections. Did you know that they switched the regular influenza out with the super flu? And when you go get your flu shot, that's mandatory. They're giving you what they call the super flu. This is why everybody is getting sick and dropping like flies. This is why you're sick more than what you usually are. See? But hey, right? I'm just a predator. All right? I'm just somebody that you come here and you make fun of because you don't love yourselves, right? I'm just somebody that history is repeating itself. And did you know they did the same thing to Yahshua? Except they back then they didn't have the internet to do it on. They did it in person. All right. Didn't he come to illuminate the truth? And half of the public believed him. A majority of the public were doing what you people do, make fun of him, calling him all types of demons and devils, all right? And ugly, right? Mm-mm. But that's what they do. This is what humans do. So I don't mind. It's not the first time you've done it to me, but it will be the last. Your first tool collective is Earth School. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the cards that have the answers. All these tools do is confirm what I already know, see, feel, and already talking about. Didn't I just say that this place was a school? And people try to convince you that it is a hell because they don't want to do the introspectional work. So they tell you there's nothing but losses down here. It's a hell down here because it's too hard. When this is a spirit school for your soul. So I don't know who is telling me watch my mouth and watch who I'm talking to. The truth is, you watch your mouth and you watch who you're talking to because you don't know who walks with me. You don't know what walks with me. But by all means, I'm part of the fuck around and find out club. You know what that is? That's you fuck around and then you find out. And no, that's not a threat. It's the truth. Class is in session, ladies and gentlemen. And you are looking at one of your real ascended masters. Earth School. Life lessons. Didn't I say there's nothing down here but lessons and blessings? Soul growth. And I say this is a school of the spirit for your soul's growth. We are here to learn what it is to have this human experience, to be human. To feel inward and feel outward. Because as above, so below, so within, so without. That means, ladies and gentlemen, what's up there is down there. What we feel in here will just be a projection through through other people, places, and things of how you feel. And it will be projected out there. Again, your first tool, collective, because I'm not talking to the humans. All the humans show that when in doubt, curse them out. When in doubt, make fun of them. When in doubt, because I'm feeling down, kick them while they're down too. What's up? I already tried to help the humans, and they made the bed for themselves. I love them from a distance. Please stay the fuck away from me. People be people, and it's too much for me. Because all they know is hate. All they choose is chaos. All they care about is what they want. And no, not all of them are like that. You still have your good ones out here. And shout out to you. The majority of the humans, they want what they want and they want it now and they don't care who they hurt to get it. And the funniest part is when the cosmic laws turn around and they give them back the same energy, it's either one of two things. Oh, I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Or, fuck you, God. I hate God. Ha, da, da, ba, ba, ba. Da, 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 da. It's not fair. You always do that. No, 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 no. They don't take the accountability for the energy that they put out into the universe. Karma is very real, and karma is not just about good and bad. Karma is about the energy you entertain and the energy you give out. If you are giving out low vibrational negative energy with non-pure intentions, that's what you're going to get back. So this is why people can could dish it out, but they can't take it. That's where that term comes from. But remember, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a predator looking, gay, mega mind, big nosed nigger, right? And I feel this is what you're learning, your soul's growth. This is why, collective, you are choosing you. Because in your own personal lives, on your own timeline, you've put so much into others. See, look, I'm Goofy from Disney. But they have no choice but to sit and listen to me or they would leave. They know what I'm saying is correct. They just can't help themselves to make fun of a being like me. Because again, they're afraid of what they don't understand. Now, this is where I start to put you people on timeout. And hey, like we said, do not shoot this messenger, for this messenger reflects back. It is God in the universe and those that walk with me and next to me, known and unknown, hidden and unhidden, seen and unseen, that do the shooting for me. All right, I'm done entertaining the Agent Smiths. I'm done entertaining the Matrix people. Let's clean up this. I don't give a fuck if nobody's in here. I'm not here for that. I'm here to be liked. I'm not here to be liked. Your next tool, ladies and gentlemen, your next tool, collective, is loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. And this is what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. Why is now not the right time for your manifestations to come in? Because it's time to change your density. Lifting the veil is the bottom of the tools at the moment. Questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. So I'm talking to those that have an open mind, who are questioning everything, questioning this reality, questioning what's true, questioning what's real, what to believe, what not to believe, because there's something wrong here. And it can be felt in the air because it's energy, vibration, frequency, density. So this is the time of the great awareness. We've already awoken. The great awakening already happened. It already took place. It is time for the great awareness. For again, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. And this is why I state I am in your reality, yet I am from your reality. Never was. So stop trying to fit me in your box. I'm talking to the collective, meaning that I'm talking to you, collective, because you are spiritual beings having a human experience too. And they try to fit you in their box as well. You got the love. You got extra cards here. You got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. You're setting these boundaries from codependent people, whether they are codependent on you or whether they are codependent on the bad habits like you see here today as the humans come in here because they're afraid of change. So they're codependent on what they believe is real, that the programming is easy. I'll just go with the programming, right? I'd rather take I'd rather take the spoonful of shit than open my mind and see that I could create my own. I'd rather not take accountability and have it made for me, even if it's to limit me, right? When remember, ladies and gentlemen, we are limitless. They teach us that we are limited. There is no sky. The sky is not the limit. There are no limitations, right? Be who you wanna be. Barbie. Barbie girl. Don't turn around and put your hands behind your back, Mr. Inky. What? 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 What did I do? What did I say? You are the co-creator. Not the creator, the co-creator. Hello, that's why you got knowledge. This is where you ladies and gentlemen find out the truth about the serpent. We gave you knowledge. There is no such thing as the frequency, the all there is and all there will ever be. The Most High telling you, you can't do this and you can't do that. That's a false God who tricked humanity by giving them this land as long as they praise him outside of themselves. And that's why the way the world is the way the world is. The serpent gave knowledge. Here, I'll make you like God. That means I'll give you consciousness. Because if it wasn't for the knowledge, well, the apple that is literally knowledge, Adam wouldn't have said, oh shit, what's this? My dick is out. We have to cover this up. Right? Or Eve wouldn't have been like, oh shit, what is this? My titties and my pussy's out. Oh, we gotta go get flowers and leaves and make something to cover this up. The same way that when you receive this knowledge and you drink this water, because this lifetime it's water, it's just different. It sounds different. It's a different name. Same apple, right? It's just water because they're both knowledge. Same way that I'm giving you the knowledge that, yeah, oh shit, you create your reality. Why? Because it's the pure belief and the pure intention and the pure energy behind what you believe that makes it real, that manifests in your matrix. So you are walking away from people that don't want to change as you are welcoming change. And the more you welcome change, the more blessings you receive, collective. Can't make this shit up. Jump in. A Dromedon energy. That's from a different galaxy. The galaxy called M31. A Dromedon. A Dromedon. Adventure. Say yes to change. With the bottom of the tools being the seas of Mintaka, because me talking to you. Because me talking to you. Now, what did we tell you, Mr. Inky? That joke is whack, Mr. Moon. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. What? I can't do shit. They don't let me do nothing. Can I at least finish it? No. Put the cards down. Frequency doesn't lie. Seeing potential. And there's so much potential in humans, but they just don't see it in themselves. They know about your potential, and they know you're meant to be greater than them. That's why they keep you dumbed down. That's why they put stuff in your water and give you fast food and give you programming and TV to keep you low vibrational and stuck. Yes, that's why they're coming here. They're coming to get us. They're coming to get us, my starseed brother and my starseed sister, because we tried, and all they want to do is kill each other. All they want to do is control each other. We can only help those that are willing to help themselves. Of course, after you master yourself. Because the first mission on the double mission or triple mission down here is, as starseeds, to master yourself. But we learned that the hard way because they don't teach anybody that. But yeah, unfortunately, all the humans want to do, they don't want to unite. They want to stay divided. They want to eat the programming. They want to eat the spoonful of shit because they're comfortable doing that. I have to stay down here. Unfortunately. Give me 1 second. I have to stay down here. I am the morning star. And so, this is my place. But I miss my home so much. You send me a card when you get back? Yeah. Well, let's use the Work Your Light deck so we can see how you guys can continue to shine and what you need to do in order to shine your light. Yeah, look. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression. Keep expressing yourself, collective. Same way I do. And I'm going to use myself as an example because I'm living proof that I'm down here having the human experience too. Doesn't make me better than you. It doesn't make you better than me. And all they do down here is persecute what they don't understand. That's all they know. Persecution, execution, persecution, execution, persecution, execution. That's all they fucking know down here. Continue to share your voice. Continue to speak up and speak out. Continue to stand up for what is right and what you believe in. Because what you feel is real. And they try to teach you that's invalid. Birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being because you have the power to do so. And if you can do that on your own, can you imagine what we can all do if we unite? That's why they don't want us to unite. That's why they want us to be divided. Continue to let go. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? You guys are releasing. Those that have already released, keep up the good work. Those that need to release, what are you clinging on to? What needs to let go? What needs to be adjusted? This is why it's not the right time, because you're still holding on to people, places, and things and mindsets that is delaying your manifestations and or blessings. Mirror wanted to come out of here, and that's who or what is triggering you. That's what it's time to let go of, and this is probably why. Can't make it up. What have we been saying this whole guidance, this whole energy check-in, this whole energetical read, this whole spiritual class, unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And this is why it's not the right time for your manifestations and your blessings to come in, because you're still clinging on to people, places, and things that you are outgrowing that do not serve you. But you see, this is where it comes to people being afraid to let change in and change their density. This is why we stated people swear they know God and they abide by God and they know nothing of the true source. Why? Because they show each and every time that when they show up here, When they show up here and they run their mouth like they do, when they show up here, all they're showing to God is that they don't know him, her, or it because they don't know themselves. And this is the type of energy collective you are not putting up with anymore. And you are being guided to not put up with it anymore. Again, cut the cords, collective. And remember, cord cutting is not a one and done thing, and you can do that on your own. You don't have to go to witches and spell work and pay about an arm and a leg and rent money to get it done because it's a repeated process. You can do it on your own, whether you are playing certain hertz and frequencies or what they call binaural beats, or you are visualizing Archangel Michael cutting the cord and using Archangel Raphael to heal the wound. Whether you are meditating and doing your tributes, all right? You are the priestess, no matter the gender, because energy is non-binary. Energy don't give a fuck if you got a dick, you got a pussy, you change your dick to a pussy, you change your pussy to a dick. It doesn't. You are the leader, and you're being called to step up and change. Because if you don't change, the world is still going to change around you while you stay the same. This is what it means, ladies and gentlemen, to get the same energy in different people. Because if you don't change, the energy and attachments don't change either. The people may be different, faces may look different, but you'll get the same results. Do you know what that's called, ladies and gentlemen? Trying to do something, trying to do the same thing, expecting a different outcome. That's called insanity. And that's a repeated cycle humans put history through. Not history put humans through. Humans put humans through it, making it your history. Don't look at me like that. It's the truth. Go look it up. Don't just take my word for it. Go look it up. Because it's right in front of your faces. People just like to get lost in the sauce and follow the crowd. I hate following the crowd. Never did. I tried it once. Wasn't for me. And yes, trying and doing are two different things. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? And see, because I don't do this for humans. Humans are disgusting. I do this for my mystics, my teachers, my fellow high priestesses, my high priests, my star seeds, my light workers, my earth angels, my demigods who are in slumber, and my gods and goddesses. demigoddesses too, that are in slumber. And it's time to wake the fuck up. What are we waiting for? Look within yourselves and remember. Look within thyself. They restarted me. They restarted me. Remember, don't look to see to look. You've been here before, and it's time to wake up again. In the words of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's time to do the time warp again. Behind the bottom of the deck, because I feel led to, is Soul Family. You're calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Leap is under here. You go first. The universe will catch you. So what are you waiting for? It's time to wake up. In the words of the Joker, wakey, wakey. Oh, and I want my dragons back. I'm never going to leave that alone. I want my dragons back. I want my dragons, my serpents, and my kid wants her mythical creatures back too. That part. We were here before you people. And we'll be here when you people are gone. Say no, collective. To these people, places, and things that keep trying to return into your life because they see that you're doing better without them. That means me too. I speak truth to power, and I speak truth to my own power because I'm a part of the collective too. I'm down here having the same human experience as you. I'm just on a different timeline because I come from a different timeline. But I'm having the same human experience as you. The only thing that makes me different than you is that I may have experienced this already, or you may have experienced this before me. But what makes us the same is that we know what that pain feels like. For example, I may have experienced heartbreak before you, or you may have experienced heartbreak before me differently. Yet what makes us the same is that we understand the pain that is the same of heartbreak. And that can either change us, mold us, make us, or it can either break us and victimize us like a lot of the people down here. It doesn't make you better than me. It doesn't make me better than you. See? Wait! Postpone, pause, say no, so you're in the waiting room. This is why it's not time. Some of you just don't know how to leave a person alone, or they don't know how to leave you alone. Either or, it's time to walk away from these people, places, and things that are delaying your blessings. Again, sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. Hold on. The bottom of the tools, again, is sisterhood of the rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. We're doing this one early and we're calling it a day. Ancestors, Luna, and then your archangels, and then we're out of here. Trust. Trust in you. Because when you trust in you trust in God. When you trust in God, you trust in the universe. When you trust in the universe, you trust in yourself. Trust in spirit. Hello. They're all here, collective, waiting to guide you, waiting to help you, to make your dreams come true. You just have to have a practical plan. And watch, they're waiting for you to make these physical moves, to release what doesn't serve you in order to walk into this new beginning, which some of you have already done, and you had the courage to do so. Some of you are being guided to do so, and some of you are having trouble doing so. Let's hear from Luna. And then we're going to hear from the archangels. And then, ladies and gentlemen, magical beings of all realms, ages, dimensions, universes, galaxies, and realities. This is the part where I sadly bid you adieu. And I would like to thank your spirit squad, my spirit squad, your inner demons, your angels, your galactic guides, your higher self, your ancestors, my ancestors, and all beings of love and light that made themselves present. We would like to thank those who donated and those who didn't donate. You could donate at any given moment, and it's not mandatory. It's optional. It's not about the donations. It's about the time, appreciation, energy, love, respect, understanding, and knowledge that we have and share with each other. Thank you all for the support. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Everybody has free will. That's what it's for. And we like to drop a jewel here before we leave. So look, a win-win outcome is forecasted, but first you must release. Hold your vision. Go make your dreams come true. It's coming true. You just have to release. Prosperity lies ahead. For those that have already released, continue to keep up the good work. This is a time for healing. Continue to keep up the good work, collective. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces, and you got full moon, new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. What do we say? Everybody be afraid of change. And the universe is waiting for you to change. All it responds to, because God is the universe, and the universe is God, and they're waiting for you to take the leap. Jump into the universe. Jump into God, the real God, not the external entity they tell you to put your faith and believe in, because God is in you the whole time. So what do we need to hear from the archangels? Again, Spirit is saying no, wait, because you have to release. Consider, because these but you will recover. They're coming back to apologize as well for some of you. And that's all we have. Jewel of the day is, ladies and gentlemen, plain and simple. Do something nice with somebody today. Make sure you have it first to do it something nice with somebody today, but do something nice with somebody today. You may be the prayer and miracle that they prayed for. Have a blessed one. I'll see you next time, and the next one, and the next one is always in divine timing.